A lot of people are quite sceptical of meditation, and I understand that. A few years ago, I would probably have been on a similar level of scepticism, partly because I used to be more of a sceptical individual before a lot of perceptual doors had been pulled open. Fucking hell. Bear with me. Right. What was I talking about? I've completely forgot about what I was talking about. Meditation. I think people have a lot of preconceived ideas about what exactly this practice entails, but what it simply is, in its base form, and boil it down to the most basic point, is it's just awareness, enhancement of awareness. First of all, what are you? What is your experience? You are a centre of awareness, a vessel of senses and neurological fucking wiring. If you can enhance this, then your actual experience has been amplified. Thus, you raise your conscious vibration, pleasure and pain also becomes more intense. That's the payoff. But it's not all bad. If you experience a high level of pain, the tendency is that you grow and learn from it more. I mean, what would you rather have a conscious experience that is dimmed down so the fucking outline boundaries are so close together that it's basically the fucking same, or would you have it wide? You know, the speed, you don't know where it's gonna land. Could go from fucking there to fucking there in 5 seconds flat. You don't know where you're at. So meditation is simply just awareness. Pay attention to what is. Because us humans have become, well, this was inevitable because our gift lies in our minds. We've become very neurotic. All of our conscious energy gets trapped up here and we get locked into a world of illusions. And in order to escape our own minds, we must awaken the body and pay attention to actual reality instead of thinking all the time. You will notice, if you pay attention, supposing you're playing a sport or what have you, if you're playing football, the muscles and the parts of the body that are used to do the dance that manipulates the ball to deceive players, your conscious energy is focused into those muscles, into your legs. And based on the patterns that you've developed in like your past experiences playing football and training, they will have ingrained behaviours in your system that will play out. You basically have no effort because they're ingrained. And in the same way, if you're putting a key in a door and I don't know, let's suppose you're stoned or a bit drunk or something, the action is not exactly as easy as it should be. So you have to focus your conscious energy into your hand more to get that key in the door and turn it. You have now transitioned into key consciousness. So the point is you do not need to be sitting in the lotus posture, with your hands like this, breathing in and out for fucking hours on end, and make some sort of commitment to meditate. Don't make a commitment to meditate. Meditate when you want to, because meditation is supposed to be a freeing activity. It's not discipline, but it is a discipline in the sense that it is a skill. But when you attach discipline to it, I really wouldn't recommend doing it unless you want to do it. I mean, you can do whatever the fuck you want. I mean, a lot of people do it even when they don't do it, and I suppose they still probably have a good experience. I just do it when I want to do it. That's the freedom. But you don't have to sit down, you don't have to lie down, you don't have to do anything. All it is is just being aware, no matter what you're doing. Doesn't matter what you're doing, you could be washing the fucking dishes. You come out of there and you think, you know what, that was pretty therapeutic. You've meditated. It's just paying attention to happening. That's it. So people that say, no, I'm not that interested in meditating, I'm not a bit sceptical. For all we know, the guy is just he's just been meditating. Listening to music or what have you. It's simply escaping the conscious energy away from the mind, just to be in the moment. Because those with sense realise that the moment is all that there is. There is nothing more, nothing less. There is just now. And if you're anywhere other than now, you are not in reality. And your senses are not awake, or not as awake as they could be. If all your conscious energy is focused on past or present or problems or whatever it is that's going on. It's all all that anxiety, constantly day in, day out, and you're creating neurotic holding patterns. You need to break free. I am exceptionally bad of being neurotic. I spend far too much time up in here, more so than the average person. And it doesn't do me any good. So I actually fucking need it. But, you know, it should just be an enhancement of your life. And my invitation would be, if you are actually going to meditate and understand what it's about, what you're going to encounter most likely is, I don't actually know what I'm doing here. I was like that to start off. Stick with it. If you're going to sit down and you're going to meditate and you want to get into a peaceful state of mind, or perhaps provoke some sort of inner exploration, stick with it and just listen to your thoughts. Don't try to suppress them, and listen to what's happening around you. And eventually the thoughts will die down, and they will die down quicker the more you do it. And you'll be able to get into a state in which you can listen and use your intuition to feel your emotions. And in that sense, the more you do so, the more you can understand yourself. And when you're in this peaceful state of clarity, you can ask yourself questions that you will find, you will get really honest answers about. Whereas if you were in this state, the likelihood is that you would get a bullshit answer. All the lies that we tell ourselves aren't going to fucking come off and reveal themselves when we're in that problem solving. And don't get me wrong, that is very fucking useful. There's a reason that we use it all the time. We've achieved so much with it, we're so gifted. But the problem is we're addicted to it. We overuse it, we've abused it. Just like everything else that we fucking put our hands on. And it's up to us, in all of these dimensions of our being, to get a grip and fucking grow up. Now, I don't speak as though I've sorted it all out and I'm pointing my finger out to the world. I myself need a great deal of work. So it's not a pointing finger thing. I'm simply expressing my perspectives on the matter. So yeah, that's it. Be free.